Congratulations for making it to civil service interview.
Thank you, sir.
Would you introduce us about yourself and your educational background?
For sure. My name is Nischet. I come from Udupi. Like my educational background is from BA Arts and Humanities, where the specialization was Economics, Journalism, and Political Science. And also, I have done a 1-year course on advertisement marketing. Also, I have a professional experience of 1 year where I worked in ANI Technologies for Ola Electric and advertisement marketing team. That's about my summary, sir.
So, what was your option?
My optional was history, sir. History.
Okay. How was the interview?
It was good, sir. It went till 17 minutes. It was my first attempt, so was a bit nervous.
What did the board ask you?
So basically, it was on my DAF itself. 90% was from DAF, and 10% was on current affairs and my hobbies. Like on my DAF, one of my subject was political science. So basically, the issue which is running on in the world right now, which is Russia and Ukraine, and the intervention of US. That I had 4 questions on that topic. Also, one more topic was from what is going on Tamil Nadu right now, because I belong from state of South. So it was on the language thing and the rupee symbol what Tamil Nadu had changed. So this were the questions that was asked for me.
If you are comfortable, you can share the questions about international relations and foreign policy.
Yeah, for sure. Like one of the first question that was asked to me was, what is my viewpoint on Zelensky's and Trump's discussion? That was the first question asked. And the second one was, how will the other countries like NATO would react to this, which is happening right now? And after that, the question was on the NATO's call of emergencies for European unions. That was the question, third question. And one more was on, as I told you, the Tamil Nadu's regional issue which is going on, and language and bilingual symbols of rupee, which they are changed into Tamil language.
Okay. Would you enlighten us about your mode of preparation? Like, what was your mode of preparation?
Yes, sir. Like for 1 year, I went for coaching. You might be knowing the name Rouse IAS. And then 1.5 years, I studied at my home, sir. So that was the preparation. Also, I'll not boast about myself. It took 5 to 6 hours every day in my home. And coaching, anyhow, 4 hours of coaching and 3-4 hours extra of preparation.
Like, since you are from the humanities background,
Yes, sir.
most of the humanities aspirants face a lot of problems in CSAT and mathematics.
Yes, sir.
And many of them actually struggle with mathematics.
Yes, sir.
So, given the kind of the phobia they have, what are some of the suggestions that you would like to lend to them?
I don't think I would be a good option for that, sir, because my +2 was in statistics, where I was good at maths. And for the UPSC purpose itself, I went for BA background, as I could cover the 3 subjects overlap in that. One is economics, one is political science, and one more is my additional optional subject was history. So 1 year of that thing.
So, what was your approach for the prelims? Given the competitive nature of the prelims and the high unpredictability factor that aspirants face.
So one more thing, if you're preparing like using the PYQ questions, like previous year question paper, like take up to 20 years question, prepare your notes and follow the questions from what topic, what question has been asked. That's the repetitive method which I used. And also like reference from my old seniors from my coaching, that helped me. Like I would humbly say that the previous year questions is the main thing helped me to clear my prelims, sir, even for mains.
How many mock tests would you have given, possibly, if you could remember?
More than 150, 200 plus, sir.
So what you suggest is that the more you give the mock test, the better will be your accuracy and precision.
100%, sir. And like some of the majority of the people go for coaching, and there are some people who doesn't attend coaching and they prepare on their own selves. For them, I would like to say that there are so many. Even UPSC releases their every year question paper with set A to D. Go on, take the UPSC mock questions as much as possible. That would help you a lot, sir.
What was your mode of preparation for mains, given the back-to-back 5 days exam?
So I think one of the plus point from BA Humanities was writing practice. I used to write a lot, so that helped me. One thing is writing, and second thing is, as you told, the mode of syllabus what you see, like GS1 to GS4, and optionals. I will not be speaking about history because other people vary from subject to subject. But in my case, for history, the writing part, I used to write for at least 6 hours a day, sir. No, because my rating speed was too low. That's why I took 2.5 years of preparation.
But that's commendable if you have like consumed like 6 hours on the writing. Okay. Since the nature of exam is like such that it consumes your like physical and your mental health in so many ways. So what's your take on mental health and UPSC preparation?
So one thing, you need a good environment. It might be your friends, it might be your family. You need their support, or else like when you see your all friends getting succeeded in other roles, or your colleagues, you feel like, what am I doing over here? If I fail this, 2.5 years are gone. So if your parents and if your friends keep supporting you, I think that's the biggest support you can get anywhere.
What are your hobbies? How do you strike a balance between your mental health and the hobby? Because hobbies also do something
Yeah,
that provided
obviously.
system.
It's like one of my hobby I would like to say is reading books. Go travel as much as possible. Not like for months or weeks. At least in a day, go out, take your bike or car if you know driving. Go out for 1 hour, relax your mind, come back, start studying. And then I don't know how many of you play, but I play cricket. That's one of my biggest hobby. So I used to go on Saturdays or Sundays for 1-2 hours of games. So that would relax my mind to a total comfort level.
So, given the unpredictability factor, like, did you have any plan B?
So I had made up my mind that if not this attempt, next attempt I'll be writing exam for 3 attempts. And I was sure. That's why I took 2.5 years of my valuable time of my career, and I prepared. So I was like, I never thought about plan B till the third attempt. But then I had my plan on pursuing marketing or finance, which I had done for 1 year of probation.
What are some of the issues that aspirants face during the entire phase of this preparation?
One thing I messed it up was books, sir. I used I'll give you an example of polity itself. I had studied like 7-8 books. For 1 year, I used to refer all the books where we get messed up. Take one book, for example, Lakshmikant. It was too late for me that I got to know Lakshmikant was enough for polity. So one is books, and one more is, as I told sir, the surrounding where you are, the environment where you are. Like if your friends push you, like I stayed in Bangalore for a year while I was preparing. My friends pushed me a lot. Like even they were preparing, they pushed me a lot. Even after me clearing prelims and one of my friends did not clear, he helped me as much as possible. So I think that's one of the things that you need, sir.
What should be the role of the parents in the civil service preparation?
So it's like that's the biggest backbone you can get, sir. That's the biggest support you can get. Like as I told you already, like when you see your surroundings, everyone is evolving, everyone is gaining new achievements in their life, and your son is still studying, locking the room for 7-8 hours, and he is studying. Yeah, I know that they will be stressed or they will be tense, but at some point of time, when you see them, you feel like, yeah, we have to do it for them at least. So I feel parents are the biggest backbone support you can get ever.
What are some of the myths that you heard about the civil services examination? But the moment you are done with your interview, now that myth is completely like.
While I was traveling in a train from Udupi to Delhi, I had this question in my mind, like how people used to say you have to cover everything from A to Z, you have to read. There's nothing else of such. So the syllabus, UPSC has set the syllabus. Yeah, current affairs is one thing that you have to cover. I'll not count that. Rest, the syllabus is up to the mark. You can clear it within 1 year, 1.5 years of hard study work, or that's one of the biggest myths you have to burst it off. Like you have to study everything from A to Z. What I feel.
What's your advice to the aspirants for appearing in this attempt this year, and for those who will be preparing for the future?
I would say that do not worry about the results. So just prepare as much as you can, give the mocks, and try to be free yourself, be individual, so that you can concentrate on much more things, and also cover current affairs as much as possible, and do not ignore CSAT.